Assalamu alaikum students. I hope you all are doing well. In our previous lecture, we have done the programming for the ball. So let's just run that for one more time. Just make it 0. So let's start. As you can see, the background is the first one because the score is less than 5 when it hits the 5 mark and greater the score with the 5, the background is changed. And as you can see, when the ball hits the paddle, the red one, it is increasing the score by 1. And it keeps doing that until we stop this program with this red button. So for today, in today's lecture, we will do the programming to our paddle and the ground. So first we have to understand that what sort of programming, what sort of functionality we have to add to these two, to the paddle and to the ground. So to the paddle, we have to do the programming like when ball hits the paddle, it will move in the upward direction. Okay, it is moving in the upward direction. We just have to add like the paddle will follow the cursor. It will follow the cursor. When we go to the right side, it will move in the direction of the cursor in the right side. And when we go move our cursor in the left side, it will follow the cursor and moves in the left direction. So for that, you have to select the paddle and click on the events tab and drag this one flag is clicked. After that, you have to use forever loop, and for following the cursor, you have to go to the motion tab and you have to select this set x to, because uh, in our for the movements of upward and downwards and left to right, there are two axes like x-axis and y-axis. For the upward and downward movement, we use y-axis. For upward, we use y positive. For downwards, we use y negative. For the right side, we use x positive, and for the left side, we use x negative. So we just have to replace this, like it has to follow the cursor. For that, go to the sensing and you have to drag this mouse X. So when I click on this green flag, you can see it is following the cursor. So that's it for the paddle. Now I just have to add a bit of programming for the ground. When the ball hits the ground, it will stops all the execution. It will stops all the blocks execution. It will stop the game, like game's over. So first you have to select this ground sprite, go to the events tab for the execution, starting the execution of the program when flag is clicked. After that, use forever loop. And now you have to add a condition. You have to make a decision. And what sort of decision you have to make? We have to make a decision that when this ground touches this spot, so this ground touches this spot. For that, go to the motion tab. Go to the sensing tab, because it is in sensing, we have to sense that when the ball touches me, like the ground is saying that when the ball hits me, I will stop all the execution of the blocks. For that, you have to drag this touching mouse pointer, replace this mouse pointer to this beach ball. So now when this this ground hits with the beach ball, it will stops all the execution. For that, go to the control tab and use the stop all. It will stops all the blocks execution. And that's it. Our game is now ready. So let's test this game that it's working properly or not. For that, just click on this green flag to start the execution of all the blocks. So as you can see, it is adding the score, and when it hits the 5 mark, when the score is greater than 5, it stays the background. As you can see, the paddle is following the mouse, and when it now, we just have to check that when ball hits the ground, the game ends. So for that, let's check. And as you can see, when the ball hits the ground, it has stopped the execution of the program. So now the game has been created. And if you have any question regarding today's lecture, if you have any query, you can leave them in the comment section.